Hi all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. I am a cut flower gardener here in upstate New York. Today I wanted to share my top 12 Christmas gift ideas for either any garden lover in your life or a floral lover as well. So we'll take it gift by gift and really kind of kick off. I wanted to start with a variety of books that I've collected over the past, 4 years and really kind of dive in from there. So this one I think I just picked up last year, but this is Garden Roses by Grace Rose Farm. I actually fell in love with her roses, I believe, when I was living in LA as a florist. She actually sent me a whole package of them, and I got to do, play around with them, do floral design, but I didn't realize my desire to grow them until literally last year. It was like, that's something that I really want to learn and navigate. So this book has been tremendously helpful. I did buy, I think, like 6 bare root roses from her last winter that I planted, and I just had such a beautiful time this summer cutting them and adding them to arrangements. So I really want to continue to grow my knowledge in that field. But this is such a beautiful book for anyone in your life who loves roses, or wants to kind of dive into growing them as well. It's a really beautiful book. So many beautiful photos throughout. So highly recommend. This is one of them. The book category is going to be pretty long because depending on your love of flowers and, the person that you're buying for, I wanted to give you a wide variety to pick from. Next, I'm going to show you the flower color guide. So this is really what got me started in the floral industry. I absolutely love this book. I think it's just so beautiful. I'll really bring it in here, but it has such a wide variety of different flower types. But what I love about it, and I wonder if I can bring it in even closer, is, I'll bring it in here. It tells you what the flower is. Of course, this is a rose, but then it tells you exactly what kind. So this is a distant drum rose. And then it also tells you when it blooms. So right here, it says spring or fall. And then it also shows you, how to use it within an arrangement. So whether it's a face or a filler flower. We'll find one more example because I just, again, love this book so much. Okay, let's go here. Perfect. So dive in here. You can see this is a ranunculus. It's a double pink. It's listed as a face or a filler flower, and it blooms in winter and spring. So, I think if you're new to the flower world, or if you just want something beautiful to look at, I think this book is so helpful to know the seasonality behind flowers, the different flower varieties that exist as well. Whether you're picking something out to grow in your garden, or you make an elevated floral arrangement and you want to know exactly what flowers you want to include in your recipe. This book is so tremendously helpful. I absolutely love it. Next, I think I've collected almost all of Florette Flower's books, of course. She is so well known in the industry for growing. She's such a wealth of knowledge. Whether you're watching her videos, I highly recommend joining her blog or email list, because she just sends you such wonderful information. There's always new tutorials coming out, but her books are amazing. So I have a variety that I'll show you, but this cut flower garden one is great if you're diving, or the person that you're buying for is diving into the world of cut flower gardening. It has so many thoughtful ways to tell you how to grow, harvest, and arrange blooms. I really, really enjoyed this. These all just live on my mantle in my living room, and I pick them up quite frequently. Next, I have Discovering Dahlias. So I think I grew them my second year of cut flower gardening and just absolutely fell in love with them. I believe my husband grabbed me this copy for one of my presents, but it's just a guide to growing and arranging them. Dahlias are so beautiful, and there's so much variety to be had. So this book is really lovely. She has so much knowledge, again, about every flower I feel like you can almost imagine. So I really enjoyed this. This is a great gift for anyone who really loves dahlias. I think dahlias are such a special flower. So next we'll dive in from there. I also have A Year in Flowers. I love this because, again, it's fun to see the seasonality behind flowers and the arrangements. So I really enjoyed this. Oop, I just dropped a bunch of stuff. My husband was very sweet. He actually got this one signed for me. This was, I believe, a anniversary present, but just such beautiful imagery throughout. So I'll bring you in here as well. But I just cannot speak highly enough about her books. Like, so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers. And again, if you're wanting to learn more about like the seasonality behind arrangements, this one's really great. So I'll pop that one back. And then next, this was a gifted to me as well. This one's a kitchen garden. I'll be totally honest, I have not really dove too much into the vegetable world, but I should. And I think that is a goal of mine this year, is to, try to grow some vegetables. I just always want to use all my spacing for flowers, but I think this book just seemed really interesting to me. And this was gifted to me as well. So, it talks about sowing, growing, and cooking for garden enthusiasts. So, if you're more into vegetable gardening, or the person that you're buying for is more into vegetable gardening, this is a great gift as well. Next, I think this one's more just for fun, but this was also gifted to me. It's called Florography. So I think it just has really beautiful pictures. I'll kind of bring it in again, but this talks about more like the meaning behind flowers. I think it's very like sentimental and cute. It has wonderful kind of artwork throughout too. And it's fun to learn about the different, flower types in here as well. So yeah, this is a great fun book as well as a Christmas gift or holiday gift. Okay, diving into my next flower gift that I think is a great idea. And I'm going to link all of these below as well with a wide variety of ideas. I also wanted to link below like a variety of, budget ranges too, in regards to all of these items. Obviously the books are set price, whatever they are. But I'll list the price next to them, the item, and a link to go ahead and buy them. But yes, so my next one is really like a second gift is a good, digging or like tool set. So I have one example, which is also covered in dirt, but, I think that it's just so nice to have like some, great tools for out in the garden. This one I really love. It's been through 3 seasons now, and this is just my shovel, but I have like, of course, like a little hand rake and a couple other items that came with it. So I'll link below some fun, digging sets that could be a great gift, especially if somebody just needs, a renewal in that area. I'll link those below as well. Next, I'm going to grab my seed storage. So gift number 3 is seed storage. I find that sometimes I personally overbuy seeds and then I need to put them somewhere. So, or even if you just want a place to kind of organize yourself. So this I just picked up from Amazon, but it has like really great, first of all, it's cute as heck, but it has like a nice little divider in there as well. So this is where all of my seeds live. I kind of sort them seasonally and alphabetically, especially going into growing season. I will organize this better and kind of get a handle on, what I need to plant when, but it's definitely such a cute addition. It honestly just lives in my dining room because I think it's a cute decor item as well. Okay, so gift number 4, which I don't have an example of right now, but it's like a carry-all or like a garden tote for when you're going out into your garden. Somewhere you can just kind of have all your tools in one place. It really makes a difference when you're trying to like go out and get some work done. You don't have to like take multiple trips. Like if you have a carry-all to just kind of bring everything with you, it can be really helpful. So I'll link some of those below. Gift number 5 is really like a tool belt or something you can wear out in the garden to, have your tools on you. I have a couple options here and I'll link some fun ones below. I believe I got this as a gift from Anthropology recently. So it's really cute. It has some great, areas to really kind of put things, but it's not overly bulky either. So I feel like I can, move around in it as well. But it has, again, a big pocket in the back, a pocket here, and then another one here as well. So a nice little spot, and it clips around, and you can adjust the size, of course, back here too. So I think this is just really helpful to wear something like this out in the garden. So I know I have a habit of like putting my shears down and then being like, which garden bed did I leave them in? So this really, helps keep it together. So that's one, but I also received this as a gift and it was just the literal cutest thing. So it's like an apron almost, but it has 3 little pockets here. So I'm sure I can find something to like link below from Etsy that is more like adorable like this, that just has, it feels like grandma used to wear this out in the garden, but has such a fun pattern, like flowers all over it. There's some strawberries, some radishes. Like, it doesn't get cuter than this. I'll bring in the pattern here just to show you, but how stinking cute is that? So this again was like a gift, but I absolutely love it. And I'm sure I can find something fun and similar on Etsy that I can link below. Okay, so gift number 6. This one was very important. I've gotten poison ivy twice in the last 3 years. Most recently, this past summer, I got poison ivy, and it was probably my worst experience with poison ivy I've ever had. It like almost took over my whole body, and I've never been more uncomfortable in my entire life. So long sleeve gardening gloves are life. It's something that I just wear all the time now because I never want to get poison ivy again. And these ones are pretty beat up, but I will link some fun ones below. But I love them. I think they're really cute. I love like the roses on them and the flowers. But again, you can get all different kinds of gloves. I think, gloves have so much wear and tear from being out in the garden. So I think it's a great gift to get someone that loves gardening and getting out there. So that's number, I think we said 6. And then number 7 is a beautiful watering can. I picked this one up last year, but there's so much variety out there. I know you want it to be functional as well, of course. Like, it can be cute, but it also needs to be functional. So I like this one. It's really good size. I'd use this to water my little planters that are on my railing on my porch, and kind of just lives on my front porch too as a decoration. So a good watering can is really helpful. You can, of course, also have like a functional one that like this too. I use this more for indoor plants, but I really love this like galvanized steel look and like the copper trim almost that's on it as well. All right. And I'm going to keep popping up and down because I have to grab the items. All right. Number 8 is a good pair of garden shears and pruners. I just have some shears here as an example, but these are my favorite kind. I really like when they have, I think these really do a good job at being able to cut through like pretty heavy branches. And I just really like these for floral design as well. So I have a couple different ones. And I'll link a variety of options below for both pruners and shears as that make for a great gift. Okay, next I wanted to talk about for garden gift, I'm losing track of count. Garden gift number 9. I think it's so fun to, give somebody such a unique, beautiful gift. So, I love thrifted or antique vases. I think it's such a beautiful gift for somebody who loves, flowers and gardening or floral arranging. So I have a couple antique, finds that I have from back in the day, and I'll bring it in here. I love this rose compo. I use this all the time for designs and kind of use it in my entryway a lot. It's really pretty. That's all definitely from my last flower arrangement, but it's such a pretty, unique gift if you can kind of go to an antique shop, go to a thrift store and find a really fun vase. I have a second one here as well, which I'll pull up, but this one has some dried flowers in it, but also like a beautiful pitcher, I think, is such a fun place to put flowers. And I'll bring this in here. Apologies if it's a little dusty. It has some dried flowers in it, so I feel like that happens. But here, this is more the front of the arrangement. But yeah, I think you can definitely find these at thrift stores. You can find these at antique shops. This one has like a really fun flower print on it. But this is a wonderful gift idea. It's really unique and special. And I would love to be gifted more of this. All right. And then number 10 is, I think, like a nice potting bench can go a long way, especially for somebody who has like, works out in the garden frequently. So I'll link some of those below. I don't have a specific example right now, but I'll pop a picture up. And then number 11. So just like that seed box, what would be so fun is to give somebody a seed box like that and then put inside a gift card. So I highly recommend, I've talked about Johnny Seeds on my channel before. I've never had a bad batch of seeds from them. So they are a great gift card option. They have such a huge variety of vegetables and flowers. So depending on who you're shopping for, they really, and tools too. They have amazing tools, really like seed starting sets, such a wide variety that somebody could pick up from them. So highly, highly recommend. And then, I think it's really great to support local. So for me, I will be asking for a Bear Creek Dahlia gift card, or sorry, Bear Creek Farm gift card. I do plan to buy some fun new Dahlia bulbs from them. Their sale starts pretty soon in December. So definitely going to put that on my husband's radar, but definitely look local. Like there's a lot of local farms that will either sell like bulbs for flowers or, even just a local farm that they can go pick up a great gift from, whether it's honey or like something fun. I think that's really nice. And then number 12. So these are gifts that I don't, I can't physically hold, but I think that they're just a thoughtful, really wonderful gesture, is a CSA share. So with a local farm. So I know I have a couple down the road who do beautiful like flower subscriptions where each week, during tulip season, you can go and pick up a bunch of tulips. And I think, any flower lover would absolutely love that. It's just great to support other local flower farmers or vegetable farmers too. You can also get CSA for vegetables for like all summer long. So again, I think, around the holidays, it's so great to support these local businesses. And I wanted to leave those last two gifts and make sure that, that's something you consider when you're going ahead and buying your holiday gifts. But really appreciate you spending your time with me today. I hope this was helpful. I hope it inspired you to go get some, beautiful gifts for your loved ones. And I certainly hope that, these are definitely on my own list, some of these that I'd like either a refresh for, or again, I'm looking forward to the holidays. Any of my flower friends, I'll certainly, be trying to come up with some creative ideas for them as well. But happy to have you here. Like and subscribe. Let me know below if there's any other, great flower gifts that you've received that you can kind of inspire others to go out and grab. But appreciate you here and really, really looking forward to the holiday season. It's right around Thanksgiving right now. So, it's coming up quickly. We have about probably, 25 more days, which is wild. So, looking forward to it and happy to have you here. I'll be doing a future Christmas tablescape video and also talking about the seeds that I picked up for 2026 soon. So hope to have you in the next one, and thanks so much.